There are some things that are hard to believe. For example, did you know that a sneeze can travel up to 100 miles an hour? And it can go further than 6 feet, even though that's what we're asked to stay away from each other, 6 feet distance. Did you know that there's no such thing as a $1 million bill? But I want to thank the person who gave it to me anyway, but it's fake. And did you know that you cannot separate your ring fingers when your knuckles are together? Let me show you. I want you all to try this. I want to take your pointer fingers, okay? I want to touch them together, okay? Then make a fist with your others and put your knuckles together, okay? You got that? Now separate your ring, your first finger. Easy, right? Easy. Yeah, we can all do it. Okay, now try this. Put your ring fingers together, then close all the other ones up like you're making a fist. Okay, got to put it really tight. And now try to separate them. You can't. If you can, you're doing something wrong. Put those knuckles together. There's some things that are just unbelievable for us here and unbelievable back in the time of Jesus. Like those disciples. They were walking, and again, remember, they were disciples. So they were with Jesus. They heard him talk. They heard him say, I'm going to rise in 3 days. And then when it actually happened, it's like, we can't believe what's going on. The tomb is empty. We have no idea what's going on. It's like the news is too good to be true. It's like when I tried to deposit that $1 million bill. It's too good to be true. The bank wouldn't take it. Just kidding. I didn't try it. Or it's like when some people were saying COVID-19, that's just a flu, nothing to worry about. No, not kidding. That is something to worry about. When the disciples, when they're doing this walking, they are confused. They don't know what's going on. They are walking away from Jerusalem. This is important. Because Jerusalem is the place where Jesus died. That is the place of the suffering. That's the place of the crucifixion. In a sense, they're trying to leave it, to walk away from it. But they're thinking like, wow, Jesus was the guy. We thought he was going to solve all our problems and fix everything. We're just not sure. And then Jesus shows up with them. He walks with them in their journey, even in their confusion, even in their pain, even then they're not really sure what's going on. It's as if Jesus is saying, I'm here with you. You don't have to doubt. I'm here in your journey, that I'm not going to leave you. It sounds a lot like a psalm, another psalm, Psalm 139, which is indeed one of my favorite all-time psalms. And in it, the writer talks about where can we run from God's love? Where can I run from your love? If I climb to the heavens, you are there. If I fly to the sunrise or sail beyond the sea, still I find you there. My Lord, I know you are near, standing always at my side. You guard me from the fall, and you lead me in ways everlasting. You see, just like when we put our ring fingers together and try to move them apart, we can't do it alone. But when we put all our fingers together like we're praying, then we can easily move them. Because there's a power when we come together to pray. Our church is bigger than a building. we are still church, even if we are not gathering together as we usually do. Because even right now, as you're watching this, there are probably hundreds, if not thousands, also watching this with you. We come together as people of faith. We come together in belief. And sure, we're all going through some sad times. Like we miss being with our friends. We really miss hugging family members. We miss just being together at Mass, coming together as a parish. And perhaps for some of you feeling alone. Really feeling isolated from others. Well, as Jesus was reminding those two in the gospel, you are never alone. We have that presence of God with you. And it's that presence of Christ that says, I'm here to walk with you in your journey. So I encourage you that whatever you're going through, talk to God. Be honest with what's going on. Whether it's that anger you have, or that fear you have, or even that depression you're going through right now. But don't just keep it here, but open up and talk to Christ. Because it's Jesus who says, I know what pain is. I know what suffering is. I was betrayed by my friends. I was abandoned by those close to me. I know what physical pain is in being crucified. And I know what it is to lose a life. But it's as if Jesus is saying, even though you feel alone, you are never alone. We have that promise and that presence of God with us, no matter where we are. And we are church. No matter if we're not together right now physically, we are church. Because we pray together. We pray for each other. We recognize that, like that psalm, that God knows when we sit, God knows when we stand, God knows everything about us. God is searching our hearts. And God will continue to keep you from harm.